Okay. So what is validation? So validation is a actual testing. You will perform the action on the application. That's the validation. So that means you're going to evaluate the application, whether it is meeting the user needs or not. User needs and requirements are met or not, you will check in the validation. So you will check, is the deliverable fit for the purpose? Suppose I want to book an online flight tickets to India. So I can go to online ticketing system and I can book it, right? So whether if it is not working, that is not fulfilling my need. That means that site is not working. That's the validation. You're going to check whether it is working or not. That how you can check if you do action only, right? Suppose I want to buy a product in the Amazon. So I can search. I want to iPhone 14 or iPhone 15, I want to buy. So whether it is meeting my, so it is showing results. What I did a action. What I did, I opened the browser and I launched the URL and then I typed here and I clicked on the button, then I got the result. See, I did a action on the application. Then I am able to see, okay, suppose I want this, I can go and click on this. I can add to my cart. So I'll verify all the things proper or not. Then I can add to the cart. Whether it is adding to the cart or not, you can check. You can go to the cart and see the product is showing or not. This is called validation. So the product, whatever you added, is it added to the cart? That you can check it. So that is what validation. Validation is basically doing an actual testing on the application. So different combinations you will test. So I want to check, okay, I want to delete this product from the cart. Is it deleting? Yes, deleted. That means it's working. When you click on delete is not deleting, that's a defect. So I'm asking save for later. Is it no? Yeah, it went to save for later. Right? So you can go and see save for later here. So you have options here, save for later. You see, save for later. So it came here. So it moved from cart to save for later basket. So that is what the functionality is working or not. So the calculations, functionality, and links, all links are working or not. Everything you will validate. Validation means the application is working as per expectation or not. That is what you will do. Any application, that is common. So any application you take, forms will be there, filling the forms. For example, you want to sign up a new website. What you will do, you will fill your data, right? You will give your first name, last name, username, password, phone number, email address. That's the forms. You will fill the forms. Then you will click on sign up. It will register account and it will give a username password to you. And with that, you can log in. In the login form, again, you will enter your username password. So this is all whether you're able to log in or not after registration. That's one functionality. Even registration is working or not. That's one scenario. This is all called validation. You will validate positive, negative cases. That's all validation means. I hope you got the difference between verification and validation. Is this clear or you need more examples? Are we good or you need more examples?
One more.
One more. Okay. See, I want to share this. I can click on this. See, I can share with email. I can share with the Pinterest. I can share with the Facebook. I can share with X. Right? X is like a Twitter. Right? So I can copy this. Okay. You click on copy. Link is copied. It is saying, is it copying? That is it? Are you able to share? All these are examples for validation. You are validating share functionality. You are validating save for later. You are validating delete function. You are validating the quantity. So you can add more. For example, I select two quantities. See, it should show two quantities. See, two items. So the two item related price it is showing here, total. So that's the calculations. See, the one item cost is this one, two item cost is this one. This is the validations. All this comes under validation because you are doing actual testing. You are validating quantity and their price is coming properly or not, you are checking. This is the kind of, testing, actual testing you will perform on the application. That is called validation or testing. You can say testing. You are performing testing on the application. So there are different environments. This is the production environment, live environment. It is available for everybody. So that is called actual testing or validation. Are we good? Or still you want more?
Clear.
Good, good.
Okay. So that's the validation means. Quality means you can say quality definition basically reasonably bug free. Obviously, there should not be bugs. Maybe minor bugs might be there. You can release, delivered on time, whatever the time we committed, the product or requirements must be delivered to the client on time, within budget, on the budget only, within budget only how to deliver. And it should meet all the requirements whatever customer has given. So, and it should be maintainable. Maintainable means, okay, next time you want to add more requirements, you should be able to add the requirements to that existing one. So that's a maintainable or not, you will check. That's the quality means. Quality definition you can give. Okay, so this is the very important. Let's move on to what is the difference between verification and validation. This is a very, very important interview question. So make sure you read this thoroughly. One time for all the people, it's difficult to get the things. But make sure if you understand on the top, it is easy. But see that. Let's see. So verification means verifying process includes checking the documents, design documents, code, and program. The verification, not only you, even developers also will do. Other people also do their verifications. And validation means a dynamic mechanism of testing, actually validating the product or application, whether it is working or not. That's the validation. Validation is completely, you will perform the actions. You will check whether it is working or not. That's the validation. Verification, so doesn't involve executing the code. You won't execute any code here. As I mentioned, even on the application, on the documents, nothing will be executed. Sir, what is execution? Execution means some code will execute internally. Suppose if I click on this and it will execute internally some code. If I click on save for later, executes, and this will move to this basket. How it is moving? They have written the code internally, code will execute. On UI, you cannot see, but internally code will execute. So when I select the two items, means the code is executed and giving this output. So that's the changes are happening. State is changing, right? When you perform the action, the state of the element or the object is changing to other format. So for example, if I change from 2 to 1, say now again change it, state change it. Yes. This is the validation. So that's the execution. But verification is not execution based activity. But validation is always execution based activity. So you will do the action and internally code will execute back end. You cannot see that because this is all you front end. Front end you cannot see, but back end code will execute. Code will execute and so the state will change. So that's the second point. Verification uses methods like reviews, walkthroughs, inspections. That's techniques. And validation techniques are black box testing, white box testing, gray box testing, and non-functional testing techniques. Non-functional testing is performance. And I will discuss in detail these things, okay? Don't worry. So, and verification, so whether the software conforms to specification is or not, you will check. So in the validation, you will check whether the software is working as per customer expectations or not, you will check. Is that fulfilling the customer needs? Customer purpose is fulfilled or not, you will check. That's a validation. So it finds the bugs early in the development process, verification, because in the requirements document itself, we are finding the issues. So that obviously you're finding the defects early. And so validation can find the defects that verification cannot catch them. So the calculations, all those things you cannot catch there, right? Or links are working or not, all those things you cannot catch in the verification because you don't have application there. So here you have application, you will catch those bugs in this validation. So in the verification, the main target, as I mentioned, requirement document, test plan document, project plan, test case documents, all these are design documents. These are the verification target. And target for validation is the actual application. So application, it can be, you will test in multiple environments. Dev environment, QA environment, staging, pre-live, production. There are so many will be there. If company to company, it will vary, don't worry. Okay. So, but you will test all different environments. And QA team does verification and make sure that the software is as per the requirement or SRS document, we call that system requirement specification document, that SRS means. And validation typically involves testing team. Testing team will be involved. So executing the test cases on the software. So verification comes before validation. First verification will be done on the any. So project initiation before, first verification will be done. Verification time, you will just have a requirements, documents, test cases, test case document, test plan document. These things will be there. That's why you will just verify those documents and design documents. So those things will be for verification. But validation is after verifications only. After verification means development team develop the application and give the application to us to test it. So we will test that. So that means always validation comes after verification only. Okay. So that's what these points, please go through this. This is very important. You must give these examples tomorrow. You have 3 tasks for tomorrow. Mandate